Okay, guys, really quick one today. We're just going to be going through how you can actually make some extra money when someone gets signed. Okay, and now I'm not talking about any BS kind of like sign up fees or anything like that, which makes you basically feel like you're scamming people when they come in, which a lot of the time it can actually be like they're actually not really offering anything as a result of that sign up fee. But I'm going to be telling you how you can actually charge more when someone comes in and how to make them feel more supported and how to give them a better onboarding experience. Now, what usually happens when someone comes into a gym, right? So, an adult member may come in. Step one will be a taster session, which we don't like to get our clients to do at KO, but this happens a lot of the time. So they come in for a taster session. Then what's step two? They just go straight on to a month, 2 month. God, my typing's good. Membership. Now, what this basically feels like in the eye of a lot of members is the taster session is like your first date. So you've gone on like a first date with a boy or a girl, you've had a good time, your endorphins are high, you think you've fallen in love, but you should probably take a little bit of time to think about it. And then at the end of the session, you're being slapped to go onto their month-to-month membership, which is almost like getting married to someone after the first date. Okay, now what happens a lot of time, you need to like wine them and dine a little bit. You've got to kind of like warm them up to actually like liking you or to spend more time with you. Just don't go straight in and get on one knee and ask them to marry you. But this is what so many gyms do, right? And this is why I find so many kind of like, Muay Thai, boxing, jiu-jitsu, these types of gyms, right, really struggle to actually convert their taster session people into memberships, and the number one objection that they tend to get is, "Oh, I really only want to do 1 day a week." Now, the reason why they only want to do 1 day a week is because they feel that they're being kind of forced into just committing long term to a membership when they don't really know what's going on. So, what is the solution to this? Now, there's loads of things that you can do. So, the number one thing that we get people to do at KR Acquisition is to build a front end beginners program, right? Now, I talk about this a lot in my emails, on the YouTube, on my Instagram, so I'm not going to spend too much time on this, right? But this is basically a 6 to 8 week beginner's course. They get two martial arts sessions a week. They get one strength and conditioning. Now, if you don't do separate strength and conditioning, just have 3 martial arts sessions and obviously try and incorporate that in. You can give them help with nutrition because if you offer nutrition, they're going to be able to hit their fitness goals as well, which is also really important, especially if you're in a more combat style gym. You're boxing, your Muay Thai, kickboxing, K1, jiu-jitsu, gi, no gi, all of those things. If you can have them help with nutrition, help them kind of lose some weight, hit their fitness goals, it's going to be amazing for them. And you can charge this anywhere from 199 to 299 very easily. You can charge more than that. We've sold programs for £360 for a boxing program before. Definitely doable, but that is in the sweet spot. Now, what's the other option? Because I talk about that a lot. Now, what I've seen some really successful, especially boxing gyms in the UK do, is they make it so that every time someone comes into the gym, they have to go through a fundamentals course, which is basically 3 to 5 one-on-one sessions. So they maybe have 3 sessions, it's one-on-one with a coach, and they charge this at £150, so it works out £50 per session. Now, there are a couple of reasons why this works, right? So the reason one why it works is because we're able to offset the cost of acquisition. Now, what does that mean? That's basically a fancy way of saying how do you make profit when someone actually comes into your gym? Because if someone's coming in for a free taster session, they then move on to a membership, which is £50. It may cost you £100 in ads to get someone into the gym or to get them interested. So you're going to lose money on the first month. You're going to then break even on the second month, and then you're going to make money on the third month. Now, that's not good if you're trying to actually grow the gym unless you've got millions of pounds in the bank or hundreds of thousands of pounds in the bank, because you're just going to be losing money. Your cash flow is going to be going down. Your expenses are going to be going up. It's going to be a nightmare. So if you're able to charge someone £150 once they come in for a taster session, they say, right, you're going to join this fundamentals course. They spend 150 quid. Bam, that's your acquisition cost offset, and you're able to actually make profit when they actually come in. Now, what happens from their perspective, right? They are being slowly introduced into the gym. aka the dating phase. I'm talking like I'm a dating coach, which I'm definitely not. But this is basically what happens. Someone's coming for a taste session. They've had a really good time. They've had their first date. And then they go and have 3 one-on-one sessions with you. So they're getting to know you as a person. They're getting to know the gym. They're getting to know the way that you teach, how you do the sessions. And also, it just makes them feel a lot more comfortable, right? It's very, very anxious coming into a Muay Thai gym, a boxing gym, a jiu-jitsu gym for the first time, right? There's a lot of people out there, a lot of gyms out there that are not very kind to new people coming in. I joined the gym. I won't say where it's from. It was a boxing gym. And like the first couple of sessions, I was just getting hit left, right, and centre, face, body by people because it just wasn't a good first experience. And they would obviously go way too hard on me because they know that I'd never done boxing before, right? So that is a worry that you're going to have to kind of like manage with new people coming in. So if you're able to have this really slow introduction into boxing, Muay Thai, whatever it has to be, where they can have some one-on-one sessions, get to know your gym a little bit more, it's going to be way easier to get them converted into a member, right? Well, you would expect if you get someone to pay £150 for a block of free personal training sessions, one-on-one sessions, you're going to convert 80 to 90% of them into your membership. Okay, so that is definitely the way to do it. Now, the way that we obviously preach is the front end program is the best way to do it, because obviously with the one-on-one, it is still one-on-one. It's not very scalable. You are going to literally run out of spots. Having a front end program, which is like group training, is going to be the best way to do it. But this is another really good option. And there's no limit on how many someone can do. It maybe could be 5. It could be even a block of 10. I wouldn't go that high. 3 to 5 is kind of going to be in your ideal range. But this is a really good way of warming people up to your gym and getting them much more likely to convert into your membership, right? And like I said, there's some gyms in the UK that exclusively do this, so that regardless of who that person is, they have to come in, they have to do their fundamentals course, and then they move on to the membership. So I hope that all makes sense. This is definitely an amazing way for you to offset some of the cost of acquisition, provide a better first experience when someone comes in, which is going to allow them to easily move on to your membership and actually stay much longer because I feel like they're actually being looked after in your gym. So I hope that was useful, guys, and I will see you on the next one.